Okay, so as you guys know, I want to show you this show that I really like, and I'm gonna give you my commentary. So, let's see, Life with Mama's Family. It's just hilarious and tragically funny. I need to show you. It's basically a soap opera.
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Grammarly suggestions catch when your tone might undermine your message.
Skip ad.
Well, Eunice, I don't know when I've had such a nice meal.
Oh, thank you, Mama, darling.
And you shouldn't have fussed so. Nice, clean tablecloth and all. It was even ironed.
Well, Mama, we have eaten off of clean tablecloths before.
How about another snort for the birthday gal, huh, Mother?
Oh, no, I don't think so. What the hell, Ed? I'm half lit already.
Yeah, it's good stuff, ain't it? Cost $1.50 at Al's Liquor on the Mall.
So,
But I only get it
this guy is Eunice's husband. Eunice is
for $1.
Yeah, I don't think we have to
Eunice
discuss the price of
is
things on
in the
Mama's
flowery
birthday.
Pardon
brown
me?
dress.
Many happy returns
Mama
today,
is in
Mother.
the purple.
And congratulations on making it for another year.
I was sort of hoping nobody'd even remember my birthday. Although I am disgusted with your brothers, Eunice, not even a card. And you'd think your sister Ellen could at least pick up the phone.
Well, don't worry about Ellen. She'll be here any minute.
Ed, honestly.
Ellen's coming over.
So she has a sister. Eunice has a sister named Ellen, who's very snobbish and fancy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. I didn't smoke that much, did I?
Oh, Mama, it was supposed to be a surprise. I mean, you was going to open the door, and Ellen and me was going to yell, surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Then old Blabbermouth there had to go and
Oh,
spoil
I'm
it.
just so excited. I can't wait. You know, it's my biggest heartache in life that you and Ellen have never gotten on.
Oh, Mama, that's a long time ago. We was just kids then. Let me tell you what happened this week. I was in the market shopping, see, and all of a sudden I look up and I see Ellen walking towards me, and she didn't seem nearly as snotty as she always does. And all of a sudden I said to myself, I said, Eunice? I said, here comes your flesh and blood sister, and you're both grown-up adults now, and Mama's birthday.
So her and her sister don't get along. And I'm telling you, even when you get older, the fights stay the same. Doesn't matter how old you are.
Just 2 days off, and I don't know, Mama, strangest feeling just washed over me there. I felt this sudden urge of forgiveness and warmth and love. Right there in the middle of the Piggly Wiggly. There she is. Now, Mama, you act surprised. I don't want her to think I told you or anything like that. Put a real blank look on your face.
Surprise, surprise, surprise! Oh, Mama, darling, happy birthday.
That's Betty White, the late Betty White.
Ellen, you sweet darling angel baby, come on in here. I was thinking all they knew what a big buzz this birthday was.
I am.
And here's a little something. My Lord, Eunice, isn't this the prettiest package you ever did see?
Yeah, it sure is. Say, Ellen, as long as you're here, why don't you let me just heap on a big plate of chicken and dumplings for you? I got plenty left.
No, Eunice, no thank you. My stomach can't
You see, she's very posh. Ellen is very posh.
tolerate heavy, greasy foods.
So Ellen just put down Eunice for her greasy food. So she's a snob.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you just keep Mama busy while I tend to the coffee? Don't open that gift yet. That's against the house rules.
Well, Eunice, it is my birthday. Oh, now, Mom, be good. We can all go along with Eunice's little directions for one evening.
Yeah, let's all humor Eunice.
How about some wine?
Well, perhaps a tiny sip. Ed, my gosh, how long has it been? Months. Years. How are things in the linoleum game?
I'm in hardware.
that's nothing to be ashamed of. Like I've always said, be a bush if you can't be a tree.
Be a bush if you can't be a tree. She's putting him down. Typical snobbish attitude.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mother. Happy birthday,
And many more.
Come on, Mama, blow out the candle and make a wish. Blow out the candle and make a wish.
Well, I hope this cake isn't too rich, or I'm not gonna be able to eat any on top of them greasy dumplings.
So now her mother's also putting her down for her greasy dumplings.
Mama, this is one time in your life you can jump into something joyously and impulsively, so why don't you just blow out the damn candle and worry about your digestion later?
Well, I wanted to open Ellen's present joyously and impulsively, but you said
Oh,
that
for heaven's sake, Mother, blow it out.
Okay, Mama, now you cut the first slice.
None for me, Mom. All that refined sugar, that just takes every bit of vitamin B right out of your system. A lot of it over the years makes a person half crazy. But you all go right ahead and enjoy it.
Well, funny farm, here I come.
Killjoy. Ellen's a killjoy.
Oh, big piece.
You just wait a minute, Mama gets first slice, her birthday.
She smacks him.
I'm just taking a little bitty one here. I know I'm gonna need some Alka-Seltzer or something afterwards. 'Cause them dumplings are sitting down there like a lump of lead.
Well, why don't you just risk it? And go see if you can find Ellen a carrot.
Oh, no, don't put yourself out for me.
I won't open my presents now.
Should we let her?
Oh, I think we can. She's being a good girl.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just going to the bathroom.
Oh,
Before we get the camera.
Dad, you don't have to announce it.
Yeah, I can't imagine what's in here. You know, I'm just so happy to have both my little girls here with me on my birthday, being peaceful and lighthearted and not causing me any grief.
Oh, Mama, all sisters squabble when they're little.
Well, I know that, but the fights you two had used to go through me like a knife. I used to ask God every night, Lord, what have I done wrong?
Oh, Mama, for Pete's sakes, we was just kids when we did all that. But you know something, truthfully, Ellen, I don't think we ever would have had all them fights if I hadn't been so darn jealous of you. No, you was everything I ever wanted to be.
Oh, Eunice, no.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Absolutely true. I mean, you was always prettier than I was and smarter than I was, at least in my eyes anyway.
Jealousy is normal amongst siblings, but when parents have favorites, it's not nice.
Oh, you had so many boyfriends, and oh gosh, you could spell better and you could jump rope better.
Oh, Eunice, you're exaggerating. All that was just in your head. You just thought I was all those things. And you probably weren't all those things I thought either. No, it's such a shame. We could have had a lot of fun together as children.
Oh, what things you thought?
You know, things like you were selfish and sullen and disrespectful, when all the time you were probably just a lonely little person wanting to be liked.
So mean. Only the family can press your buttons because they know you're the best.
Not making it.
Well, just in what way? I mean, specifically, was I selfish?
Well, heavens, Eunice, I can't remember all those times. For instance, the time you wouldn't let me play with your little Bo Peep doll.
Well, that's not a very good for instance, Ellen, because as I recall, you already had every one of the dolls in the Mother Goose set.
Ellen wouldn't do a thing like that.
That's what she said at the time, Mama. But the fact was and is and always will be that Ellen just played.
This is genius. The old shows were genius because this is soap opera and it's showing like how Eunice is always being picked on and Ellen is the favorite child. She can do no wrong.
Plain swat, my Mother Hubbard, and my Miss Muffet, and my Mary Mary quite contrary.
Lord, Eunice, I just borrowed them for a little puppet show we was putting
I
on.
remember that day well. I was heartsick all afternoon.
Well, anyway, that was all years ago. And you shouldn't have been jealous of me, Eunice. Maybe I'm prettier, but that's a woman nature. And so what if I can spell better?
Oh, and you could recite better, too, Ellen. You remember how pretty she did that, Eunice? You used to be able to do a whole long poem about a blackbird or something.
Not a blackbird, Mama, a raven. The poem was The Raven.
Well, whatever it was, I never could make head nor tail out of it. But it was just lovely the way you used to do it with the gestures and all. You remember how pretty that was, Eunice?
Yeah, Mama. I wasn't nearly as good.
You sure as hell were. I guess it's all right to say so now, but Eunice, you were terrible. You remember that time when you were a little girl shooting the Christmas play? You remember that when you had to play the snowman?
Snowflake. I was a snowflake.
Whatever it was, Eunice, I know you
Her
tried
mother,
your best, but
see, her mother puts her down all the time. She puts her down, but like in a way where she
darling,
figure it
you
out for
just
yourself.
stunk.
Oh, I remember that. Of course, Mama, let's face it, all the other kids were pretty bad, too, as I recall. But, Eunice, you took the cake, I got to admit.
You did, Eunice? Lord, you were pitiful. You were pitiful,
They're so mean.
darling.
At the time, you said you loved what I did.
Well, you're such a touchy little thing. What'd you expect me to say?
I haven't thought about The Raven in years. Once upon a midnight dreary,
Everyone,
while I
take your
pondered
vitamin.
weak and weary over many a quaint and curious
As much as we'd
volume
love to hear the whole thing, don't you think we ought to let Mama open up her presents?
Oh, rush. Tension. Oh, my Lord.
Now,
What
we
is
can
it?
always exchange it, Mama, if it doesn't suit you.
What is it?
I am flabbergasted. Ellen, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. You shouldn't have spent the money, darling.
Well, what is the good of having a little mad money if you can't splurge on your mommy once in a while? No, honey, wear it back down here. That other way looks dumpy.
Carol is so in Eunice. She's so in character. You can see the hurt on her face.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever owned in my life. Ed, you put that damn camera away before I break it in half.
Ed, it's Mama's birthday. If she don't want her picture taken, so be it.
Oh, Lord, can't I go to some ritzy parties in this, though? I'm so glad one of my girls married someone with some get up and go.
Hey, Mother, ain't you gonna open up our present?
My, I wonder what we have here.
Well, Mama, now don't get excited. It's just a little something. It's a little nothing, just a little doodad I picked up. That's all. I just thought it was kind of cute.
Because Eunice doesn't have money, and it's from the store from her husband.
My, sure is fancy.
Well, it just kind of caught my eye.
The fly swatter.
Frank, I think it's a very original idea.
Yeah. I got it at a discount on the gift shop on the mall
Ed,
there.
please, why don't you put a price tag on everything we own, huh?
Well, you don't have to, honey. There's
Give me
already
that.
They're so simple. Eunice and her husband are so simple, and they don't have money, It's
Doesn't
sweet.
matter, Eunice, I already saw it, $2.99.
Hell, I got it cheaper, only $2.
Ed, would you get a grip on yourself? I am begging you.
Oh, won't you look at me, though. Thanks to my two thoughtful daughters, I'm ready for anything. I can walk right into a swanky party, and I can swat all the flies while I'm at it.
That's right, Mother. See, it's got a special mesh, super fine. See, with an ordinary fly swatter, you take a swipe at them gnats, heck, those rascals just sail right on through you, hit nothing but thin air. But this sucker, boy, I'll tell you, it squash anything that comes in its path. Splat!
Boy, howdy, I can't wait to use it.
See, Mom, the reason I got it came to my mind when I saw it was You remember that time years ago when you had Aunt
hard
May
time
and Uncle
swallowing
Ed over at your
pills.
house for Easter dinner and that big old horsefly was bugging you?
Well, Lord, Eunice, that's over 15 years ago. I'm sure that fly's dead by now.
Well, I didn't mean that fly, Mama. I mean, that could be for any old fly. I saw this cute conversation piece, you know, hanging in your kitchen.
Well, I hope if I have somebody in my kitchen, we got something better to discuss than swatting flies.
Well, I think it's a very original gift. Matter of fact, I'd like to know where you got it. I'd love to get one for our trash man for Christmas.
Yeah, there's a guy that got plenty of flies, right, Ellen?
Well, hell, darling, why don't you just give him that
Swallowing,
one?
not
Because
my
I'm not going to have any use for it.
Well, now, just a minute, Mama. If you don't want this, I can take it back.
Well, I give Ellen, the one in the green, credit for swatting Eunice's husband's hand because she didn't want him to say to Mama where he got it, to give Eunice a little credit.
Back and exchange it and get you something you do want.
Eunice, it is silly to go to all that trouble for a $2 gift. Just let Ellen give it to her trash man, because it's going to go to waste hanging in my kitchen.
Oh, it will give such a chuckle to our trash man. He is such a dear and always so cheerful. I'll give...
So all that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ellen was having an affair with her trash man.
Glad to give you the $2, Eunice.
I don't want your $2.
Well, if that's the way you're going to be, okay, forget it.
Eunice, I only figured that you'd already given me my main present. I mean, the nice dinner and the homemade cake.
And what do
all.
I get for it, huh? I get cracks about my dumplings and cracks about my cake and cracks about my performance as a snowflake.
When will you ever grow up?
And I don't need you walking into my home telling me how to behave, sister dear.
Eunice, I will not have that tone of voice to me or to your sister.
Oh, no, we can't be rude to my sister. No, dear, sweet, precious, darling baby Ellen, we can't be rude to her. She comes and visits you for 5 minutes. Every 5...
So basically Eunice is the one that takes care of her mother, and she gets no credit. But Ellen comes for 5 minutes, and she's God's gift to humanity.
years and throws an expensive stole at you just to ease her guilty conscience. So we better all kneel.
Eunice, all my life I have wondered why you have acted like such a jackass. Well, I have finally found out why. You are a jackass. Now, you let me out of here.
Well, don't forget your fly swatter, sister dear. You always took everything you ever wanted. You took all of my dolls, and you took the only man I ever loved, so take the fly swatter.
Whoa, back up there.
I don't want your damn fly swatter.
Well, neither do I!
Oh, where did I go wrong?
Who's she talking about? The only man she ever loved.
Just some poor dope she had a crush on who asked me out instead.
Duke Reeves! Duke Reeves! Duke Reeves! That's who it was. You led him on when you knew he was the only man who ever meant anything to me in my whole life, and you didn't even want him.
Well, he sure as hell didn't want you. He left town just to get away from you. And then you scared him to death, following him to Dayton on a Greyhound bus.
That's not true. That's not true. You lied to him and you poisoned his mind against me. And look what I wound up with.
This is genius.
Duke Reeves wouldn't have touched
The writers are so good.
you with a barge pole. We had a lot better things than you to talk about on our days.
I know you messed it up with me. I know it. I just know it. You did it because you are cruel and mean and vicious.
Shut up, Eunice! You are an eyesore and a humiliation of the entire family. I should have decked you when we was kids. Now, if you would like that ratty hair of yours to stay in one piece, you just lay off of me. Happy birthday, Mama, darling. I'll call you soon.
Mama's clock.
Jackass!
Not nice. See, they're busy like fighting and fighting. The fights just never end since they're a little kid. And I can guarantee you now, if I would go home to my parents' house and my sisters are there, the ones that I always fight with, we would be chasing each other around the table even when we're old, even now.
Well, I hope you are satisfied. You value your life. You won't say one word to me. I have broken my back tonight to make this a nice birthday for you, old lady. By giving me a damn fly swatter?
Now, look here, Missy. I want to know about this Duke Reeves. Duke Reeves. Duke Reeves.
Why don't you go sit on it?
Don't you sass me. I want to know about him. I want to know about him.
I'm never gonna escape this. Doesn't anybody care that it's my birthday?
Happy birthday. I want to know about it.
That is real true soap opera. Yeah. Real true genius.